Going, well, I guess he's had 1v1 matchup, so you don't want the Iron Talon in the 1v1 matchup, and expecting perhaps a slightly more difficult lane with support. You're not thinking Ortiz is going to be left alone, and I highly doubt that's going to be the case. EG just trying to secure themselves.
Look at this, EHOME looking to make a fight happen. At least they zone back, but a good sidestep from Sumil will avoid the EMP.
Gone phase shift, he's in trouble.
And they're making a move for Kaka. It looks like they're going to get the early shield out, but it might not be enough. Fear continues to hustle in, and with the decay, he will be able to secure the first blood. CTY kind of dances with him a bit, while Sakuchi away from trouble. So EG off to the races, it looks like here. And Fear is not done yet. He's still muscling on in. He's got the decay stacks building up right now. Lanham has got to retreat. Look at that, 5 stacks, and he is popping the Ring of Bassi. Lanham will turn, remove the heal of the Clarity, but he is still in a lot of trouble. Rubik has to step in, help out with the telekinesis. Fear. Oh, he's not going to move in with another decay, it looks like. He's still considering it, though.
There's a Fairy Fire, but even just forcing that one out.
Both Sumail, it looks like, and Arteezy. So Arteezy getting a lot in this bottom lane right now. You know, said you have 11, 17, and 7, so a nice equal trade. But here comes movement from PPD towards the top. As Fear is going to be committing the Tombstone. He steps in with the wave. Magic Missile on for Kaka, and that will be enough to take him down. 2-0 start for EG, it looks like. CTY makes his move in. And we'll try to quickly Sakuchi out, but they got the dust. It slows him down, but Lanham will be there. 8 seconds for the next shield, and EG are not going to be able to kind of follow up with any additional damage.
And that shield gets rid of the dust as well. Neck and neck early game, the CS pretty much even between the two sides, maybe slightly favoring EHOME with the offlane Lone Druid getting more than the Batrider, but it's EG with the kills here and there. I feel all in all, even though EG getting the kills, there's a lot of pressure onto the EG lanes. There hasn't been a kill to the Morphling, but he's been constantly low, and Seer again top lane.
He's in
a lot
for
of
this
pressure.
one. He's already got the swarm on it, and he's going to get it with the last auto attack right now, and now they look for Fear. Fear's going to be...
Early game, the CS pretty much even between the two sides, maybe slightly favoring EHOME with the offlane Lone Druid getting more than the Batrider, but it's EG with the kills here and there. I feel all in all, even though EG getting the kills, there's a lot of pressure onto the EG lanes. There hasn't been a kill to the Morphling, but he's been constantly low, and Seer again top lane.
He's in
a lot
for
of
this
pressure.
one. He's already got the swarm on it, and he's going to get it with the last auto attack right now, and now they look for Fear. Fear's going to be going down as a follow-up. Old Chicken making the rotation from the mid lane, participates, and they walk away with their winnings. A takedown. And Sumail's going to take his business out to the bottom lane instead. Can they get a grab onto 11 now? They don't have that lane vision. And there's going to be just a walk-up coil right now. Shape shifts to kind of get the extra HP, but PPD's right behind with the assistance of the Magic Missile. Here comes Lanham in a 1v3, but suddenly a Wild Chicken appears and dishes out the big tornado catch, and it looks like they might be able to get the grab. It's a trade where they get the grab onto Arteezy, a worthy one for EHOME.
Oh, huge, again, Old Chicken. It's his movement, his rotations, creating space for the Lone Druid. And EG, they can try and, like last game we saw, like they recognize EHOME's playstyle and try and gank the bear here or there, but killing him once, for example, isn't going to ultimately change a whole lot.
There's the coil. It's committed for Lanham. He gets dropped. Their team right now.
Yep. Lone Druid not really prioritizing pushing at this stage. He's got his Midas now. He'll only prioritize solo pushing once the rest of his team are ready to group up a bit and play around like the Weaver item.
Oh, here we go. EG looking to make their move for the bear here. Old Chicken sends through a tornado, kind of disrupt the action with the EMP. Targets the Tombstone, quickly takes it out. Sumail gets the catch. A 2-man coil right here. Follows it up with the silence. He'll be able to finish off the Rubik. Lamb's going to be getting the Pyro time off. He looks to retreat, but so much damage flies through. PPD ends up securing a double kill with himself with the assistance from Arteezy. They got the dust. Nice swap back comes in from Peter, and now the follow-up kill is going to be, time-lapsed. CTY dashes for the side shot, but he has no quick TP. Are they going to be able to spot him out here? No, they will not. CTY. And that cheeky little bugger going to make it away from trouble.
So fantastic grabs coming out from EG, using the Tombstone just so dagger, and Puck also getting close to his, so they're going to have their double blink daggers at a very good time this game, and they need to.
Like anyone's really going to be the mech candidate, so it's not like let's get the mech in 5-man at that point.
Yeah, there's no items, there's not even really any big levels for them, but it's more going to come down to movements and play, like how they can use their smokes. And they've got most of what they need. It's the Invoker who has to kind of dictate the flow of this game here, and well, we'll force the Morphling away with the EMP, and then while that's going on, they break the Undying, getting the 2 money as well for the Lone Druid.
Looks like Void being caught out. Very rarely, though, does a Batrider miss a catch with a smoke in his first blink here. Makes his move in. The wave comes up short. He does get the catch. It's way behind the tower, though. Is it too far? He goes in. A Savage War could keep him back. He's going to be silenced a bit, but yep, he makes it out to safety zone. Did EG commit too much, though? Rotations start to come in. Lanham is going to be forced to pop out his borrowed time.
And EHOME don't even retreat. I don't think EHOME even need to punish this.
Oh! CTY caught in the middle, going to be spotted out. Even in the Ghost Walk, they pop the coil to get him, and now they commit for more. They know they have the advantage in numbers. They look to go for 11. They didn't get him the first time, but they'll get him the second time. Killing spree for Arteezy, and now the Rubik also going to be going down. One by one, they potentially fall right here. Now CTY getting involved. They do drop the sentry. They will be able to see him. Universe goes into flight. They get down Lanham.
And the Dire Courier, they lose the ultimate orb.
Everything going
in the
apart
middle
right
of
now.
nowhere. And EHOME would just... They avoided the Bat Lasso. You kind of talked about, like, you don't often avoid it, and they managed to do that, but then they... It's not a way where they're sitting behind looking to save a teammate, well-timed lift or shield. Rubik, if he steals a big spell, can try and make a play happen, but for the most part, these heroes are just very defensive.
Oh, looks like they land him. That swap certainly puts him back right into the arms of EG. Old Chicken tries to help out with the tornado there, but they do cancel out the TP with the coil, a silence, and then follow up with damage. Will be able to take down the Abaddon. And that's tough because it does look like Lamb is doubling back, trying to get together the mech, and that's going to put it off. Now a catch, they get the lasso. It looks like Kaka, even though he's got all that life, doesn't matter. He's going to get bursted apart. Arteezy gets the last word in, and here. But does CTY has that link? It's now complete. He could build the damage, and he also has like nearly 1,200
They
gold.
can still
Look who's
kill
looking
him.
for him.
Yeah.
Jump in silence, and Universe will be there. It might be forced to pull out the lasso as the time lapse will be popped out, and they don't have the detection, so he does end up showing himself, and suddenly an Old Chicken shows up, pops down the cold snap here, tornado, and Universe trying to fly away to a safety zone.
The Firefly!
A bit too tricky. He's going to be able to hide himself into a corner. TY Persistent does get in there and get the job done, but now the response from EG. Sumail looking to move in. He looks like he'll get the grab onto Rubik as he makes the steal. Swap back from PPD, and they'll be able to follow it up. What was once a one-kill pickup on the Universe has turned to a three-man drop on side of EHOME.
They're clean up for EG, who's swoop on in.
It does feel like EHOME are having trouble kind of seeing the big picture in these fights. And as you said, just get really bloodthirsty for that one target. Don't realize the counter fight that's been coming out from EG here 2 times now. Arteezy is rooted up right now. Zapped.
Whoa! He did not... That was greedy. That's a big screw up from Arteezy.
I
No
wasn't even
excuses.
over.
He shared this like that. That is the late game hero, even though he's not going to be a DPS source. He's got that ability to just turn a fight into a 4v5, so...
Uh-oh, Sumail stalking right now. Oh, this could be a big coil if he wants to go for it right there, but they decide to hold off and wait for the engagement, and then springs the trap, pops the coil in the silence, and as they shrug it off with the mech, they quickly take down the tombstone here. EHOME, can they reposition, take this fight back? Fears Sumail, go on the prowl, looking to get a hold of Chicken. He shielded up and healed here from Lanham. They're going to be able to take down Fear. Still can't get Old Chicken. Universe, move on forward, got the force. Colts, he's got Lanham with the hero right now. Lanham keeps him alive, but finally they get the lasso. They will take down Chicken. Lanham ascending to the staircase here, but unless he can force himself to the low ground and going... Flame Break will assist in the finish, and it ends up turning into a 2-for-1.
I think it's still an okay fight for EHOME. The lone druid was just...
He goes for Lanham. Everyone else could potentially get shielded off. So we'll have to put the Firefly on cooldown in the meantime. He looked to secure the tier 2. They will grab it. Universe continues to wait here for the opportunity to make the catch. Pop the Lincolns. There it is. They pull it back, but there's the quick shield response, and suddenly a left's going to be free, but look at the big coil coming down from Sumail. Do they have follow-up for it? A zoning EMP does force EG back at this point, and they're going to quickly make the jump for Vengeful Spirit. They get PBD down. RT looks to commit, but they are looking for Universe instead. The backfire, though, is able to fly up and above. The rest of EG, they make their move, looking to grab on this TY, but Sukuchi's away. At the same moment, Universe also flies away from trouble. Turns into just the one PPD takedown after
4 guys new to the top level of Dota 2.
It really is hard to not be a fan of him. I mean, he was talking about it a bit in their Frankfurt run. Remember, in the group stage, I believe, they had a really bad group stage, and Landon was saying how there was some internal complications, but now bouncing back and suddenly in the grand final and potentially going to take a good fight here against EG. They get the pullback for University. That is going to be able to kind of keep him away from any sort of additional physical damage. Huge burst here on the Kaka, but he's barely going to be able to stay alive. The first blow is going to be going down, and they get the catch on for Sumail. Fear, looking to retreat low ground, 11 pursuit. Goes into the flesh golem to get the extra sustain while Universe isolates, gets the catch. Him and Arteezy will be able to take down Old Chicken. This fight split down the middle. You take that, we'll take this.
and now it's Arteezy versus CTY manning up on each other. Both cores going in it right now. Arteezy changes targets and gets the kill on the Lanham. He's got a triple, waveform to the high ground, and he goes for the retreat. CTY, though, not looking to let up. Sees him, scouts him, goes Sakuchi. Universe is here. He better be careful. Flame break. Catches him. Lincoln's going to be popped right now, but he is not stopping yet. He wants Arteezy. Easy. Waveforms away, but he's still spotted with the swarm, and eventually he'll get dropped. That killing spree bounty now going to go to the side of 11. Universe will make it out at the back end, but he's got Alacrity frickin' bear now. Begins chopping away. Look at it, man. Tier 3 soon to fall right now, and they're going to make some early work onto the... Oh my god, look at demolition work here. They might even just get the melee Rex. Yes, they will! EHOME strike first inside the base and look to go for PPD, but suddenly the trap might have been sprung. They get the grab on his CTY. He gets the time lapse off, able to soak up so much with the help of that heart. Sumail moves in, gets off a big coil. Arteezy looking to kind of shoot down anyone possible, but no one from EHOME to go down yet. They look to make the retreat out, and they all hold strong. No one even low on life at this point.
Yeah, the sustain from this Abaddon is so impressive. The one thing that's low is the bear. They don't have a resummon at this point. They need to try and keep the Spirit Bear alive. That's going to be the target for EG. They break the bear. EHOME may have to fall back. At least they don't have a lone druid anymore. They still have a Weaver with Aegis, so if Weaver wants to push, he's going to do it alone.
They have no universe, so after they take the melee, they actually look to change course. Why get a possible melee here, maybe? Was he at least able to get the Aether? He got the Solar Crest.
He's had that Solar Crest for like 15 minutes
but now he's on full ward duty.
Yeah, he's not progressed at all. He was 5k net worth when the Rubik was at like 2k net worth.
Every time he steps out to try to maintain vision control, they're just right there. And he's probably wondering, does he ever go away and farm up? Oh, they might follow grab. Oh, good. Movement forward here. Sumails, though. Shifts away. Can he get out from trouble? Nice little blink. He avoids trouble.
Cut them close. Arteezy counter pushing the mid lane.
You got to do what you got to do, I'm sure, is the motto for him right now, because it's looking pretty damn bleak inside their base.
He's got a creep wave, so he may force a rotation back.
And they're like, we'll quickly get to bottom then.
Nope, back protection? Okay.
Creeps are not...
Yeah, but they shouldn't be creeps
either. They want to out-muscle it while they can. That means 11's going to get snagged up. They pull the bear back inside the baselines here. Do they have enough assistance coming out? They're making their own focus on for Arteezy. They pull him up. Lincoln's going to be popped up. Blast Orb on for Arteezy. In a bit of trouble. Silence his coil, and they got him. He has to go down, and he has to buy back. EG forced to hold here, or at risk losing another set of racks. And as soon as the buyback comes out, EHOME looking to retreat. EG would love to at least get something for it right now, and if that means a bear...
What a call to just go for the high ground and...
For the lone druid right now.
Yep.
EG on the offensive, they smoke, and they're looking to catch out EHOME here. Oh, they crossed an Abaddon. That's not the person you want to walk up past. They changed from him, and they said go for the better target at CTY. Now, he knew they were coming in. He will actually burst it down, out for 80 seconds, no buyback, and it turns into a hot scramble of a mess right now. Coil going to be dropped right into the middle of the mix, and EHOME are going to be forced to go toe-to-toe without their mighty Weaver, but they actually might still look at Arteezy with the power of the lone druid alone. Sustain coming out here from Lamb is going to be able to keep him alive. Arteezy does void trouble and steps away. PPD, the martyr, holds his own ground, will be the sacrificial lamb, but they're still going to be able to get the catch. It looks like he can fear. Hold up. Oh, they're going to be going down. That's a gem on the deck, and they're going to be able to get Arteezy. Looks like it could quickly be a 5-man wipe and the game. EHOME have done it without the Weaver on top of it there at the end.
It was such a fast fingers play from Universe to start that fight, getting Lincoln's and then the insta-lasso before they can react. EHOME get caught out with Abaddon not in a position to get the shield off, and look how much damage that bear did! 6.5k. I mean, you can see EHOME's play, like, when a fight, they go all in. They buy the Maelstrom. Bear didn't